Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to examine thorax, chest and lungs. This is my patient Natarajan. For starting the examination, you first intro yourself to the patient and ask about patient's information and tell the patient what you are going to do and they are okay with us. Let us start with the procedure. Now I am asking the patient to remove his t-shirt. Axis. Place your finger over the suprasternal notch. From this 5 cm below, there is a sternal angle or angle of Lewis where the second rib attaches. Now, place the finger below and you access the ribs and the intercostal spaces. Second, circumference of the chest. It is determined by accessing using some lines. This is clavicle, middle clavicular line, anterior axillary line, here mid axillary line, posterior axillary line, scapular line, and this is vertebral line. Look for pallor or cyanosis of the lip by seeing its color and nails of the patient. Note the shape of the chest and the movement. Note for any deformities or asymmetry and any abnormal muscle retraction or impaired respiratory movement. Now palpation. To check for any tenderness, chest expansion, place your hands over the posterior chest of the patient, the other fingers on the lateral rib cage, and ask the patient to breathe in and exhale deeply. We are going to locate for palpating fremitus. For this, you place the ball of your hand over the posterior chest of the patient and ask them to say 99.
99, 99, 99, 99.
Percussion. It helps us to establish air-filled, fluid-filled or consolidated things. This is done by placing the fleximeter finger, that is left middle finger, over the area and by tapping that finger using right middle finger, that is a flexor finger. Remaining 4 fingers are not in contact with the posterior chest wall. Ask the patient to inhale and exhale deeply and look for diaphragmatic excursion. Mark the point where you notice the dullness on full expiration. I am asking the patient to inhale deeply and hold in to check the level of dullness on full inspiration. The normal diaphragmatic excursion occurs between 3 to 5.5 cm. Now I measure 3.5. This is normal. Now ask the patient to access the airflow through tracheobronchial tree, and this is done in ladder-like pattern. abnormalities. Now I am going to check for transmitted voice sounds, asking the patient to say E and look for the symmetrical vibrations.
E, 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 E.
I hear long E sounds. Now bronchophony. I am asking the patient to say 99.
99, 99, 99, 99, 99.
I heard muffled and indistinctive sound. Now whispered pectoral key. The whispered voice is faint and indistinctive. Now examination of anterior chest. First, inspection. Inspect the symmetry, any abnormalities or abnormal retraction over lower intercostal area or any supraclavicular retraction. Abnormal finding. Now I am going to palpate the anterior chest wall to look for any tenderness or pain. Assessment of chest expansion. Ask the patient to inhale deeply and look your thumb how far it moves to determine the symmetry. This is symmetry and is normal. Assessment of tractile fremitus. I am asking the patient to say 99.
99, 99.
Proceed with percussion and auscultation on the anterior chest wall as you done in the posterior chest wall.
Some masses over the posterior chest wall, they are due to overload of work, and other than that there are no worries. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, fine. Thank you.